Welcome back, you sexy, cute bitches. Oh my
Yes, sir.
goodness. You
Ugh,
guys are so beautiful.
dirty
Each and every one
bitches.
of you. You anime watchers. You
Yeah,
manga readers.
I've seen some of you guys. You're not all beautiful.
You're all beautiful. And
Okay.
it is, we're back with another episode. It's the Out of
Yes, sir.
Pocket Anime Podcast, episode 33, I believe. We
That is
getting up
correct.
there, man.
Yeah,
We
we're up
getting up
there.
there.
We're up there.
Exciting. And we got a very, very special episode.
I thought we'd stop the fucking whispering. Shit's creepy.
Special.
All right. Okay.
Special.
I don't like this. It's giving
And
me
we're
the chills.
and we're getting into Demon
Nezuko is a demon. Okay, Tanjiro? Stop being a little bitch. Let her cook.
Slayer.
Why, Rengoku? Why? Why?
Still on Rengoku's dick.
Why?
Huh?
I
Still
stay
on
on
his dick.
Rengoku's dick. I
Still
stay
in
on
your
his
mouth.
dick.
Still gargling his balls.
If I could fit him,
Gargle
if
the
I could get
balls,
down to
gargle the
him, I can't
balls.
because his dick is massive.
Gargle the balls.
All right, okay. You
That's
can't
not how you
gargle
do it.
and tickle him at the same time. That's not
That's
how
not
it
how you
works.
do it.
Because if
Please,
the ball's on your
Rengoku.
mouth, that doesn't
Please.
make any sense.
Please
Right?
put your
Oh,
balls
no,
in
no,
my
no.
mouth.
No, no, no.
Rengoku.
We're going to address this real quick, okay? If I'm
That's
gargling the
Kamehashira.
balls, okay? If I'm gargling his balls,
Yeah.
like Rengoku's balls are currently in my mouth.
That is
Why
he
am I
standing
doing
over
this?
you right there? Like,
Am I
where are you at
tickling?
here?
Am I tickling his butthole hairs? Like, what am I doing here?
You
Because you were like,
can
gargle the balls,
gargle
gargle
the
the
balls,
balls.
and you can tickle them at the same time.
Gargling is that that you do with mouthwash.
And do you think you can fit
That
both
means they
balls in your
gotta
mouth
be.
at the same time?
I would fucking give it a college try.
You're disgusting. You're
I'll give it the
disgusting.
college
And we're
try.
getting canceled 20 seconds into this episode. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think it's super progressive of me to be a straight man willing to gargle Rengoku's balls. I don't think we'd get canceled for that.
Yeah, that was 2 seasons ago. Let it go.
I think we'd get
We're at
applauded.
Swordsmith
I'll never
Village
let
arc.
it go. I will fucking never let it go.
We are at the Swordsmith Village arc, Comedy
Okay.
Hashira.
Okay.
Let it go. Rengoku's gone. And I'm going to
Yeah,
get you
I'm
an
fucking
Akaza
aware.
poster for your
That's
birthday.
fucked up. Do not do
Happy
that.
birthday. It's
That'd
already
be
on the
fucked
way.
up.
It's going to
And you know
get there
what?
tomorrow.
It's already on the way.
He's just, and his arm is through Rengoku's chest.
And you know what sucks about that? You know what really genuinely sucks about that? All of those posters with that are fucking dope.
They are pretty fucking dope.
They're fucking dope. They are
Every
so
Akaza
dope.
poster I've seen looks pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, and it hurts my heart every time. But I'm like, God, it's such a dope visual.
Yeah.
It just,
it's just dope.
Like, here's what I'm gonna challenge the artist to do. Okay, I'm gonna challenge artists to go in there, recreate it, but just put someone else aside from Rengoku there. You know what I mean? Like, put a different Hashira.
So just take him
like
out.
Tengen.
Tengen.
Yeah.
What about him?
Yeah, put him there.
Why would you put him in with Akaza?
Have Akaza put a hole in his fucking.
Akaza killed Rengoku.
Okay.
Murdered him.
It's fucked up, man.
Murdered him.
Why are we even talking about this?
Put a hole through his chest.
I will never recover.
Slashed his eye. Motherfucker was like this, looking.
You know that
kidney breathe.
You know that
tanjiro.
meme that went around. You know that meme that went around with Joe Exotic.
Which one? There's like 40 million of those.
You know what? I should have probably. More specific. You're right.
Joe Exotic.
That one's on me.
Come on, man.
Right? The one where it was like, I will never financially recover from this. I never understood that.
No.
Until Rengoku got a hole put in him, and I was like, I will never emotionally recover from this.
Yeah.
And to this day,
I can tell.
I still watch every episode. And I'm like, this episode would have been better if Rengoku was a part of it.
And for the audience, if you guys are just joining us, go back. Go watch the Rengoku arc, the Mugen Train arc review that we did. Go back, watch the Entertainment District arc review we did. Go back, watch the training district or not district training arc.
You mean the unwavering arc?
But it was his training arc.
Yeah. Well, the reason I made that very specific is because the actual Hashira training arc is coming out.
Is called the
in a couple of weeks. Yeah. Which is why I made sure I clarified for you.
Okay.
Because people would have lost their mind. You know, they don't like us here.
Yeah.
For whatever
they don't like
reason.
Mistakes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not a
mistakes
fan.
cannot be made.
Yeah, God forbid you make an honest mistake on an
Yeah,
anime podcast where you're
yeah,
talking for an hour or two.
right. So
Who would
go
have
back,
thought?
watch all those arc reviews that we did. I'll have them linked. And this motherfucker, every
Yeah,
single one,
every single
Rengoku,
one of them.
Rengoku, Rengoku.
All right, dude. We just got over this, man. I bet his dick is tasty.
Unbelievable, tasty. You're supposed to say it like that. Come on.
No,
But
man. It'd be a
Swordsmith
disservice to him.
Village. Swordsmith Village. We're
Oh
done
yeah.
talking
All right.
about
Swordsmith
Rengoku's
Village.
penis. Sorry for that, audience.
I could go all day, guys. I could go all day on his juicy, voluptuous penis.
How prior to actually getting to to the arc, how excited were you for this one?
So for
Because
this
the
one,
training arc is pretty fucking exciting. The Hashira training arc. That one's really exciting to get to. Do you have that same excitement here?
I don't. Like I have more excitement now going into the Hashir training arc
Mm-hmm.
than I do going into this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like I know you're the biggest fan of training, even bigger than me. So I'm
Yeah.
sure this will be your favorite arc out of all of them.
Coming
I can
up,
only assume.
the Hashira
Yeah.
training. Yeah.
Keeping guys in mind.
Keeping guys in mind.
All right, guys. Keeping guys in mind. Keeping guys in mind now. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up so bad. I'm making you fuck up. What's going on, man?
Goku is on your mind.
You guys, just so you know, we had a pre-meeting before this, and I couldn't get a sentence straight to save my life. And we knew that this was gonna be a long fucking show.
Jesus Christ,
dude! Already, I'm like fucking 10 sentences in.
Spit
already
it out.
fucking up. I'm sure I got a fucking Shaq free throw percentage going on right now.
Jesus, yeah,
30% from the field, baby.
That's you right now trying to throw up words.
Falling forward on a free throw.
My bad.
Oh god, Shaq coming down.
My bad. My bad.
Let me try another.
Exactly.
No, now I forgot what I was saying. See, we're just fucking up left and right.
But yeah, so the training, right? It's gonna be a very
we don't
exciting...
read mangas, is what I was getting at. So
right.
when we're like getting excited for this, we're excited because we know nothing about it. So everything we think about it is all going to be speculation or what we want it to be. And I guess that could be a good thing or a bad thing, huh?
Could be. Yeah. Considering we're illiterate, it's a good thing because
I can't even talk at this point.
Anyway, you know, we can't
reading.
read.
I can't talk.
You can't talk. It's, watching shit and subbed is very hard. Now, the movie's coming out, and we're gonna cover that as well. But mainly within that, we're gonna cover the first episode to the Hashira training arc. Now,
they had a movie for this one too.
Right.
Remember how much I lost my fucking mind after going to see that movie?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I lost
did.
my fucking mind, guys.
You want to share your thoughts on that? Because this is something that a lot of people who watched the movie had an issue with, right?
Yeah, this is something a lot of people had an issue with. So when I went to go see the movie, I didn't really know what I was expecting, but I was expecting it to at least get through a good portion of the actual Swordsmith arc. And that is not what happened at all. I'm sure you guys all know. It was the last 2 episodes of the Entertainment District and then the first episode of the Swordsmith Village arc. Now, here's the thing. If they had announced that beforehand, I would have had 0 problems with it. I would have been like, okay, I know what I'm going to watch. But here's the problem. I'm someone who avoids spoilers. I don't like spoilers. I didn't watch it the first day it came out, but I didn't get on Facebook. I watched it that weekend. Like, I didn't get on Facebook. I didn't get on Instagram. I did nothing because I didn't want it to be spoiled for me. Like, I just hate spoilers that fucking much. Right. And so I went and watched it, and I was so fucking mad. I was so goddamn mad, dude. I was like, dude, because
what were you expecting?
I was expecting them to get through majority of the Swordsmith Village. I was like, they're gonna get through maybe one part of the fight, or they're gonna at least start the fight. And they're gonna be like, now you gotta.
They would get halfway through it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I thought they would. And I was like, I'm good with that. Yeah. I'm good with that. And even if it didn't, and it was just like a different aspect of it, like I would have been cool with that too. And the one thing I'm happy about is with this one, they've been very clear
What's gonna
of what
happen?
it's gonna be. They're like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's gonna be the last episode and the first episode again.
Mhm.
But this time they've made sure they put that on all of their marketing
Mhm.
because so many people were mad about it. So many fucking people. That's all I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
just
Well,
tell us what it
they're
is. Let
listening.
me know.
They're listening to your pain and sorrow. They
I
made
appreciate that.
changes.
Yeah.
So, you could have thanked them for making the
Hey
changes, but
guys,
no, instead,
I'm not
you wanna
gonna.
take this time to complain.
Hey, I got
Unbelievable.
more notes, guys. Feel free to
Un
reach out. Kambi
unbelievable.
Hashira. Come find me.
But yeah, we are gonna watch that. That comes out February 21st, 2nd,
23rd.
23rd.
Yeah, because
Um,
Avatar comes out the 22nd.
okay. So that comes out the 23rd. We are gonna cover that again, mainly the Hashira training art. We're fucking excited for
Yeah, man.
that. That is gonna be
Yeah, man.
awesome.
Training's our shit. Training is our
Yeah.
shit.
Yes, it
My
is.
his more than mine, but
Right.
I fucking really enjoy training
Well, and I
as well.
respect a show that shows that character growth through effort, not just natural talent. Not
Yeah.
just that.
Yeah,
Effort
and
needs to
it
be
was
put
kind
in.
of like the whole idea behind the Swordsmith Village, right? Is
Yeah.
like Hashiras are allowed to, and not only Hashiras but Demon Slayers are allowed to go there to actually like train and see how the swords are made and work with their swordsmith and shit like that. Like
Right.
it's actually kind of like a really cool theory when you think about it as a whole, where we met the like the leader, I guess the governor of uh of the
The
Swordsmith
Hashiras.
Village,
Oh
of the
wait, you're
Swordsmith
talking about
Village.
the Swordsmith Village? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we met him, and he was like, "Hey, Tanjiro, like you didn't break your sword because you're trash. You broke it because we're trash, and we didn't make you a good enough sword." And
Mhm.
Demon Slayers, on the other hand, think the other way, where they're
Mhm.
like, "Hey, you're not skilled enough. That's why I keep fucking up your sword because you're not slicing, you're not cutting the right way, you're not doing this, and that." So it was cool to kind of see them both connect
Have their different
and
perspectives.
like actually like butt heads about it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Well, and the ultimate ideology between both of them, which is a good credit to what you're saying, is both of their attitudes towards what's happening is only progressing their skill.
Both of their
So
attitudes.
the swordsmith motherfuckers who are saying their swords are shit are trying to craft it in new, better ways, hone it more,
Right, trying to
do
get
whatever
better at
strategy,
yeah,
trying to always
whatever it
get
is.
better. They're not blaming somebody else for it. And then on
Yeah.
the Hashira end, they're always saying, we got to get better. You got to get better.
And I'm gonna go ahead and throw
So
this out. For a place being a secret for so long, demons got in there pretty easily.
pretty damn easy.
I don't know why no one's ever talked about this or why I haven't heard any like anime podcasts or anime videos I've watched on the Swordsmith Village. I don't know why I've never heard anyone be like, yeah, they got in there pretty easily
Well, I
for
think
not
wasn't
having been
that
in there.
because Muzan can sense all the demons because they have his blood. So because Nezuko showed up there, the demons did.
No, the going theory is that the vase demon
Uh
or vase if you're feeling
huh.
fancy, the vase demon fucking somebody in the Swordsmith Village purchased a vase that he made,
Uh huh.
and if anybody purchases one of the vases that he made,
Oh, then he
he
can
can
teleport.
he can teleport to it. And one time he teleported to it, realized it was a
Ah,
Swordsmith Village. So
okay,
that's the going theory, and I'm sure they explain it out in the manga.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
they explained it out in the manga. So you guys, if I'm wrong, you guys can correct me, comment
right.
below. Let us know how he found the Swordsmith Village so easily after apparently 5,000 years of never finding it. Because Tanjiro was all up
Right.
in that bitch for what, 2 days?
One thing that's disappointing in the Swordsmith Village is that they didn't explain the process to how they make the Nichiren swords.
That's a good point.
They didn't like
I didn't think
that.
about
You know
that.
how sick it would have been to see like them dip it in some sacred water or something, which is why
Mm.
the village is so
We all
important.
know the
And
sacred
then on
water
top of that,
is the key.
after
Yeah.
they
Yeah, it's like
pull
when
it
you get
out and they
ham and you put cheese on top of that.
like each of them pull their penises out and dip it in the sacred
What
water,
is what
and
is
that's what
up
gives
with you,
them the
man?
strength and the focus to hone the sword.
Are you
Like,
okay? Are you lonely,
how do
little
you think
guy?
Haganeska was over there?
Bro, that shit was wild. Also, can we talk about this nigga's glow up? Like,
Okay, he
like
went
he
from an
went
old
from
looking dude to
yeah to
buffed out
fucking
young boy.
buffed out daddy. He was daddy for a while.
Daddy.
And then
I
yeah, he
thought
was daddy
Rengoku
for a
was your
while.
daddy.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about the general public. We all know who my daddy is.
I was about to say, it sounded like you were talking
Yeah, yeah.
about yourself.
No, 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 no. It's Rengoku for me.
Cheating on
I'm a
Rengoku
one man
already.
woman. All right.
You just call Rengoku a bitch?
No, I said I'm a one man woman. I called me a bitch for Rengoku.
You a one-man
Yeah,
woman.
but can I talk about daddy real quick? Talk about daddy.
Hurry up,
Yeah,
cheater.
he. All right, all right. He was daddy for a while until Nanami came on the scene.
Oh my lord. Here we go
Yeah,
again. Always giving the
yeah,
JJK references.
yeah.
I
I'm
think
just
that
saying,
might be
man.
your first reference of all time. You rarely reference other animes. You notice that?
Like when we're doing the pod and stuff.
Yeah, like when we're reviewing one, you rarely reference another. You always
Yeah,
reference shit when we're doing like general shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I typically don't because you're not high up on the.
Yeah,
You
but
haven't
ones
watched
that
a
I
ton.
know, you would be like, all right, let me try to reference Bleach to this.
Yeah, you got to understand though. A lot of the times, like when we're in the moment, if I think of one, I got to think: A, is it something that we've covered? So if we haven't covered it, like, is it gonna spoil something? Is it something that just came out that I want to like that big spoiler I had on JJK we had to
Well, it does
bleep out?
right. No, but that's like series of
And then
events reference, right?
but my point being is I have that weighing on my mind. Then I have to remember if you've watched it yet or haven't watched it. If you haven't watched it, is it something I'm gonna have you watch? Is it gonna spoil something for you?
You're acting
Like,
like I haven't seen anything though. You
no,
know,
no,
you're
no,
acting like
no,
you
no,
don't have a
no.
pool.
Yeah, I do have a pool. That is accurate. I do have a pool, guys. He has watched animes, 2 or 3 maximum.
Yeah. So that's not enough.
But yeah, I have a pool to pull from. See what I did there?
Yeah,
Pull
you have a
pull.
pool to pull from, and
Yeah, man.
thank you for explaining
But
for 10 years that you
hey,
have a
dude,
pool.
I'm sorry. All
What's your
right,
next point?
let's carry on with the Swordsmith Village arc.
Sorry, boss.
Rest away.
Rust
Uh,
away, sir.
One thing I do want to touch on real quick before we really get going into everything,
Uh huh.
which is Tanjiro being the morality police.
Uh huh.
What is this?
Yeah, give us an example of him being the
He
morality
yelled
police.
at the Mistashir. What's his fucking name? Marichiro.
Muichiro.
Yeah, he yelled at him for being rude to fucking whatchamacallit. Uh
Kotetsu.
Kotetsu. There you go.
Kotetsu.
Dude, I fucked it up
Kotetsu.
again. I got it
Kotetsu.
right before we got on, and I fucked it up again. I'm
Kotetsu.
sorry, guys. It's gonna be a rough day. I can't even say my regular words right, so there's no way I'm gonna get any of these names right.
Yeah.
So Black is gonna take over the names.
So this is another clear example of Comedy Hashira contradicting himself.
Oh, I
I
do
wish
this
we
all the
could
time.
pull
Yeah.
up the other pods because this motherfucker will go, no, kill that baby. Kill that damn baby.
Yep.
Stomp that
Yep.
baby into the ground right
No,
now.
I'm not the morality
He's the one
police.
who says that. And then he'll turn around and go, well, why the fuck is Tanjiro telling him to stop doing that? I don't like
You
that
know,
Tanjiro's the
normally,
morality guy.
yeah, he's like Katara. And what I don't like, what I'm starting to not like about animes is when they make a character the morality police, they also make that character fucking strong as shit.
Mhm,
So if anyone steps up to them, they could fucking slash a shit out of them or hurt them.
mhm,
Like
mhm.
Katara was this powerful, crazy, powerful waterbender.
Right? She could love
Tanjiro,
him.
he has like fucking 12 different fucking breathing styles by the end of the
Yeah,
season.
he's a sun breather.
He's a sun breather. He's a water breather. He's apparently a thunder breather. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here, man? What are
So
we fucking doing
so
here?
wait, are you talking about his power or are you talking about him being the morality police?
I'm talking about both. I'm saying
How are
it
you
seems
connecting
like
those?
in animes, they're making the people that they're making the morality police are always crazy powerful.
So that they can't be punched in the face for being the
Right.
morality police?
Right. Yeah.
What are you talking about, bruh?
Yeah. Name a morality police person who wasn't powerful. I'll wait.
That's a good question. Probably um Urahime from Bleach.
When was she? All right, give me the
She
example of when
hasn't
she
done
was a.
shit. She
But
hasn't
what
beaten
when
anybody.
was she the morality police? When did
Um,
she stop something from happening?
she was always like, "Oh, he's." She always gives those speeches about how sad she feels for people, and she was like healing one of the enemies at one point,
I do
and
remember that,
doing shit
but
like that.
is she telling
Can't think
people
of
to
the
stop doing
specific.
stuff?
Right. Well,
Because it's been a while since I've
no,
watched it.
that's
So you just tell me, is
no,
she
not to
doing
the
it
same degree that
right?
Tanjiro or that Katara has, but I'm saying she has that general feel for being the
Mm,
morality police.
I don't
That's
think
what
she
your question
counts,
was.
but I don't think she
What?
counts here because she's not actively being like, you can't
What?
do this. You got to stop this.
She's nice to
But
everyone, even people
yeah,
who beat her.
there are nice characters everywhere.
That's
I'm
being
saying I don't think
morality
she.
police.
No, it's not. Being nice to
Yes, it
people isn't the
is.
morality
Being
police.
nice to people who are
Telling
mean,
somebody, telling somebody, hey, if you do this, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like that's the morality police.
that is that as well. They coexist.
I don't think so. You know what, guys? You comment below.
Oh, gee,
All
here we
right,
go again.
you
Here
fucking
we go
comment
again.
below.
Every
Who's
fucking
right?
argument, huh?
What
Every
is the
fucking
fucking morality
argument.
police?
How is
Who's
that
right?
not both? How
Is
is not
Blackie
both?
Chan right or am I right?
How is not both right? How is that
I
not
don't
both?
think because you're wrong. That's why, and I'm a winner, and winners win. It's what we
Healing an
do.
enemy after they shit on everybody
It's not
isn't being the
morality
morality
police.
police.
It would be like, hey, Orihime, you better go heal them because it's the right thing to do, or I'm gonna fuck you up. That's the morality police.
Yeah, telling somebody you shouldn't do that. That's so mean. That's morality police.
Mm, no, I
It's
don't
not
think
as
so.
direct as Tanjiro is or Katara is.
No,
Katara would be like, yo, I'm gonna blood bend your ass if you don't stop.
I'm gonna disagree because it doesn't support my argument.
All right, whatever,
All
dude.
right.
But yeah,
Yeah. So
I mean,
I'm just saying I'm tired of it.
yeah, I
All
can tell
right.
you just
I
want
get
him
it,
to,
Tanjiro. You're such a good fucking guy.
yeah.
Ooh, your nose tells you people smell honest. Ooh, look at me. I'm Tanjiro. Look, I just sniffed a father figure.
Just say you
What are
don't
we
like
doing
Demon
here?
Slayer. Just say you don't like Demon Slayer,
I
dude.
fucking love Demon Slayer. That's
So
my
then
shit.
then you shut your fucking mouth.
All right.
Okay.
I don't mean right now.
Yeah.
I don't mean actually.
But I think
Yeah.
the most intriguing part was at the beginning to this Swordsmith Village arc, which was
What part?
the dude, Yoruichi.
Oh, where they kind of bring him into play
Yeah,
finally.
where you kind of start to get an idea of who he is because they had the flashback with him
Yeah.
seeing
When
from
you're like, oh,
you
why
don't
is
know whose
Tanjiro grown up?
perspective. Right.
Yeah,
And he looks just like him. I'm like, Jesus, you guys could have made him look a little different.
a little different. Like, let's
Like,
change
it's
up
pretty
something, dude.
obvious, you
Yeah.
know?
What
It's
are we
pretty
doing
obvious
here?
he came out of his balls, his kid's balls. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And I guess that was Tanjiro's grandpa, right? I think that's what
Probably.
that ended up being.
Well, that was
Was
300
Tanjiro's
years
grandpa. Yeah.
since they last seen him. So
So
that
that would have
might
been
be
great grandpa.
yeah, that might be either great or great.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I don't
But
know
yeah,
the average
we
lifespan.
get our first look at fucking
Yoruichi.
yeah, there you go. Fuck, man, I'm not even gonna try anymore. I'm just gonna let you take it for
I
me.
think it's
You
just
just gotta know.
Yoruichi.
Yeah. I think you're saying Yorichi because of
Yoruichi.
Bleach. Because of
Yorichi.
Bleach.
Is it
Yeah.
Yorichi or Yoruichi?
Oh, I'm the fucking worst person to ask, dude.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I wish I could
we're
help
gonna
you
be
out
fucking that
there.
up. So
Yeah.
whichever one I say, fuck it. You know who I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
that
I'm
was cool and very mysterious.
very mysterious.
Very mysterious.
It was because Demon Slayer is very good about just fucking
Not
letting
explaining
shit hang.
shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, oh, hey, we're gonna do a flashback. We're gonna show you this guy was important. That we have a training dummy that looks like him, and we have a demon that looks like him. But we're not gonna tell you fucking anything else. You're like, all
Right.
right, cool. And they're like, oh, by the way, Ginya can fucking regenerate.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Or
oh,
no,
how is that?
Genya can fucking be a demon.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, how is that? And they're like, you're like, oh, okay. All right. Thanks, Demon Slayer. I
Right.
appreciate it. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
Also, I love your show. Don't change a thing.
The one thing the one thing it's missing is the flashbacks to the fights that those motherfuckers were having. So how
Dude,
cool would
that would
it
have
be
been
to
dope.
see like a flashback to see what
I've
Yoruichi could
never thought
actually
about
do?
that.
How
That'd be dope.
cool for Urokodaki would it be? How cool for Gramps, the Thunder Gramps,
Yeah, you know what sucks because they have done a flashback.
Rengoku's dad?
I was thinking about it today. They have done a flashback to Rengoku's dad, They did a flashback
Yeah, but it
to
was
Yurichi, but that's my point. You're actually making my point. It's
oh,
frustrating because they
they
did
don't
those two
show the fight.
flashbacks and they don't show any part of the fight. They just
Yeah,
show like you seeing them getting ready to fight or just finishing the fight or
yeah,
whatever. You saw them be about that action, but you don't get to see the
yeah.
action.
Like you saw young Earl Kodaki, I think, like in the air,
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
fight,
yeah.
and then he just doesn't.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
oh,
what the fuck, dude? Low hanging fruit, guys. Let's just let this play out,
yeah.
you know?
Like how legendary would it be to see that cloak, that
Uh,
blue,
Their
light blue
seasons
and
are only
cloud
like 12
cloak?
episodes. All of their
Right,
seasons are only like 12 episodes. Like, you couldn't add a 13th? I would take a 13th if it meant an old nigga was about to fight.
right.
We add flashbacks of shit I don't care about.
And it could be a quick little water style first form, just a quick little
Yeah,
fucking
just one.
yeah. It doesn't need to
30
be as crazy
seconds.
as that Tengen Gyutaro
You know,
fight.
you know what we could do? We could replace Tanjiro's morality police moments with those
Okay, buddy.
flashback fights.
Okay.
All right. Let it
Okay.
go.
Let it
Let it
go, man.
go.
That was in the
Yeah.
past.
But the one thing I wanted to bring up here, and I know you'll like this, and it's because we talk about how in newer animes we're starting to see a trend of we're not seeing a lot of training development. Like we're not seeing a lot of
Scaling.
uh power scaling where we're seeing them train to get
Progress.
stronger. Right. Like we
Slowly.
constantly reference DBZ
Yeah.
and we apologize, guys. We know the flaws in DBZ. We know them. But
Yeah.
with that being said, we reference it because despite how
Those
powerful Goku
flaws.
is,
Yeah.
we still see him training like a madman for 40 episodes
Each
before he
step of
gets
the way.
stronger. Yeah.
Each step of the way.
And
In
we see
training.
his back against the wall before he hits a next level.
Yep.
Like that's your
Call it
boy.
what you want, how slow they do it, how old it
Yeah.
was.
We're not
Call it
saying you
what you
have to
want,
like it. Yeah.
but that is clear cut, makes sense power scaling
Yeah.
in
And I
regards to
will
that.
say, when you look at Demon Slayer as a whole, each season's really only 12 episodes except the Unwavering arc, which is 25. But everything after that's been, 12, 11, 10, so on and so forth. It gets through it pretty quick.
Hmm.
They show him training
Each time,
constantly.
every single time,
Constantly.
every single time.
It's a big part. And
Yep.
I love it. I enjoy it. Like I enjoyed this training
Yeah.
where they showed him near death, where he was the six hands, which
Yeah.
was cold, by the way. That was fucking
Yeah.
cold.
Being able
Where
to
it's like
do the
they
dummy,
couldn't, yeah, they were like they couldn't imitate him with a dummy. So they had to give it six hands
six
to
hands.
imitate his
How
movements.
good he was.
That's fucking
It's
wild.
like imagine seeing a flashback with that nigga.
Yeah, they're lucky I wasn't alive back then because I would have needed eight hands on me.
And okay.
They would have had to give me eight hands. That'd have been like that Spider nigga Shane.
We called him Octashane.
Yeah,
It's like
that was a Spider Hashira because he fucking fought like he had eight hands.
eight hands. It's like,
That's just an
who's
eight
hitting
handed
me? Is
nigga over
somebody
there.
hitting me?
Are they jumping me?
Is that
Are they
octopus? Who's jumping me?
Yep.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
no,
like
that was dope. You definitely see him training. You definitely see the progression based on
yeah,
what he has to get through,
you see him struggling. You see, by the way,
and he always
Kotetsu.
reaches another level.
Kotetsu is a fucking. I fucks with Kotetsu. I fucks with him.
He's a funny little kid, man.
Yeah, he's a whiny little bitch until it came to be about that action.
Yeah,
He's like, "Oh, nigga, thanks for standing up for me. By the way, I'm going to kill you in training.
right.
You're gonna die."
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yep.
was dope though when they did find that old sword too, which was I guess clearly his, right?
What do you mean clearly his?
Because it was inside
His
his dummy,
Tanjiro's? Oh, uh,
the sword.
Kotetsu. Yeah, it was his sword,
No,
Kotetsu's.
not Kotetsu's. It was the dummy sword,
Oh,
the
Yurichi.
Yorichi's.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, very clearly, yeah.
Yeah, so that was dope to
Now,
see.
here's the question: do you think that was the intention? Was that the right person, the person who was ever strong enough
To
to
actually
fucking
defeat
destroy it,
Muzan would find it.
deserved? Yeah. Do
Yeah,
you think?
yeah,
Because if you're strong enough, you think right. If you're strong enough, then you'll be able to defeat the training dummy.
right.
And
But
then if you defeat
but
the
you
training
saw
dummy,
just before that, Muichi, he just destroyed the dummy easy, or at least like fucked it up easy.
Yeah, he
and
took
then
off an
just
arm,
left.
right?
He just didn't,
Right?
yeah, he just didn't
Yeah.
chop its head
Fuck
off.
that
So
dude, by the way.
it's
That
not
dude
that
sucked.
people couldn't, it's just that, they didn't catch it at the right
Yeah,
moment.
that's true. Yeah, you're right. That's true. They didn't catch it in the right spot at the right time. I guess
Right.
that's then at that point you get into one of those fates. Like it was meant for Tanjiro to have the fucking sword, right?
Right.
That's what you get
It's just
into at
kind of
that
just
point.
writing it in,
Yeah, it's like, all right, dude. Okay.
no
Although
real
fucking
thought.
his swordsmith, what's his name? Haganescu?
Yeah.
Haganescu. Fuck.
Haganeska.
Yeah, there you go. Haganescu.
Haganeska. It's very
Um,
close.
when that nigga shows up, he's like, leave it to me. You're like, what the
Leave it
fuck
to
does that
me.
mean?
He's like, who just
Is-
walks up and says that? Just leave it to me.
Yo, Demon Slayer
They have
does
some
a
good
very good
moments.
job. Yeah, they do a very good job. And I like that in just shows in general, not just anime, but when like they make situations funny for people just being themselves.
Yep.
Like
Being a
I'm a
real
big
person.
yeah, like let's not write in the comedy. Like let the comedy happen naturally based on the situations of people just being themselves at all times. And
Right.
that's the perfect one. Roger's like, dude, what are you gonna do with it? What does that even mean? And he's
Yeah.
like, it means leave it to me. He's like, that literally means nothing.
Yeah. No, and that's what you definitely notice in the jump between old school anime and new school in regards to writing. It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Way
I can
more
tell you
leaps and
what though,
bounds.
if that was a Shane dummy with the 8 arms, they ain't getting that sword, dog. They ain't
Okay.
get that sword out of
All
me,
right.
homie.
All right.
Not a
Yeah.
fucking chance.
Yeah, and that's why you
Comedy
don't start
Hashira
until
is
the
here to
key gets
stay.
stuck up your ass and then they squeeze it.
Good luck, bro. I got 8 arms. I got two. I got two protecting the booty hole at all
Okay.
times.
All right.
At all times.
Okay. Okay. Just run.
uh, but I mean, and it's crazy because I was rewatching a little bit of it today, and it felt like the training was a long time. Like they actually do a really good job of this. It felt like the training went on for a while. It
Right.
was really only
But they
one
got through it.
episode.
Yeah.
It was really only
But
one
they
full
made it look,
episode.
and it's just like the Unwavering arc where they
Right.
really made it look like he spent 2 years training.
Right. Like they do a really good job of kind of showing how time passes in it. And
Yeah.
it was fucking dope to think about because I was like, oh shit, training's out. I was like, oh damn. I didn't realize that was only one episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
No,
was
the
like,
pacing
fuck,
in this
dude.
show is just,
It's fucking
it's
phenomenal. It's
fast.
so good.
Fast.
All right, here we go.
Faster
Finish
than
it
I
out.
come on a Sunday
There
night.
it is.
You know what I mean? So
There it is. It's Saturday, sir.
But
Keep it
faster
in.
than when I would come on a Sunday night.
Okay.
You
All
know?
right. Yeah.
So, future tense.
But yeah, it only made
But
one episode before
yeah.
the
No, it
fucking
did.
the pot nigga started
Right.
fucking
No,
making art out of
yeah.
swordsmiths.
But real quick, I wanted us to go through their backstories of Muichi and Love Hashira because that kind of sets off the fights as they're getting through it. What do you think? Who had the rougher backstory between the two Hashira
By the way, I think we should throw Genya in there too.
and Genya? Yeah.
Because those were the three new backstories introduced.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's hard, man. Like when I was rewatching today, I did rewatch all three backstories.
Mhm.
I think when you look at
I think
backstories as a whole, I think Mitsuri was all right.
yeah,
Like
we
hers
could
was fine.
already.
Like,
I was about to say we could probably just disqualify her.
yeah. The fucking homeboy lost his fucking twin brother. And Genya lost his fucking family except his brother. So he lost like 3 brothers and sisters
And saw them
and
get killed right in front of
by
him,
their mom.
similar to Muichi, bro.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Genya.
yeah.
And I don't like that because I actually don't like Genya's character at all. I think he fucking sucks, dude. Like,
Yeah.
when I was rewatching the whole time, I was like, this dude fucking sucks.
Wait, why do you think he sucks though?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Something about him. I don't know if it's just like his energy, his hatred toward Tanjiro.
Makes zero sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all.
You're just
not a
not
fan,
gonna be
though.
able to explain it. You just don't like him.
Yeah, I can't explain it. I wish I could. If I could, I would. I'd be like, oh, it's this.
Why
it's
are you
this.
formulating an opinion before you can explain
Some things you just know, man.
it?
Like
some people you just don't like.
Yeah, it happens, and he just happens to be one of them.
Just say you don't like his face.
I don't have a problem with his face, actually.
Clearly, you do.
Yeah, and like so, but I'm rewatching it, right? And I was like, God, this dude fucking sucks. Like he's yelling at Tanjiro. He's crying. He's like cry yelling. He's doing all this fucking.
I'm about to
Oh,
say I don't remember him
I almost said
crying.
something that would have got us canceled.
I
I caught it.
don't
Thank
remember.
God.
I don't remember him crying at all. When did you see him
He was
crying?
he was a whiny little bitch.
When did he cry? No, whining is different from
Yeah,
crying.
he he got stabbed up. Or no. When he was trying to cut homeboy's head and it
He was
broke.
whining though, wasn't he?
Yeah, I guess it'd be more whining. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, you can call him a
I'll
whining
retract
little
crying.
bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whiny little bitch. He's a little bitch boy.
But
Let's
I
throw a
mean,
stamp
back
on
to
him.
the backstories. Muichiro's was pretty fucked up in that he slowly watches his mom die, and then right before she dies, to that slow process, dad
That's
dies
fucked up.
trying to save her. Like that is wild. And
That
then
is true. Yeah,
right after that, he gets verbally attacked by his twin brother, who's just
yeah,
shitting on him left and
yeah.
right.
His brother's a fucking
Piece of
shit person,
shit.
huh, dude?
Yeah.
Up until like 10 seconds before, which is fucked up.
Right. He
That's
was a
a fucked up
shitty
thing to do.
person right until he got his arm chopped off.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's cool as shit.
Yeah. Give
Like for
me a
the
fucking
10
break.
seconds, for like, the fucking one day he survived until he died. That's
Yeah.
fucked up, dude. Why
Right.
would you fuck with someone's head like that?
Yeah. And then apologize on your deathbed.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. Fucking ride that shit out. Don't
That's what I'm
fuck him
saying.
up like that,
Whereas
dude.
with Genya, there wasn't that warfare like that because what's his face? I forgot that Hashira's name.
Yeah, the Wind Husher.
Um, yeah,
We'll just call him the Wind Husher. I
he
can't think of his name.
right. They didn't show him doing anything bad to him other than like encouraging him to be better. I
No,
think
the
he had the
fucked up.
one line right where he's like,
Yeah,
"You need to be better" or something.
yeah. He's like, you're no brother of mine because you're weak. Yeah.
Yeah,
But what fucked them up was that the brother killed the mom,
right. That's
and he was
fucked.
like,
And he didn't know that he
"Fuck
was a
you."
demon.
Yeah, I was actually I saw that moment. And that's kind of where I was getting to with this. Is I was like, "You're a piece of shit," and then I saw his backstory again. This is the second time through. I saw his
Right.
backstory again, and I was like, "All right, fuck." I was like, it almost changed me, and then it went back to him being a little bitch boy. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm back. But like when you watch that backstory, I fucking get it. Like you didn't know it was your mom at the time. You don't really know about demons, really, right? Like they're a myth at that point.
Yeah,
No
which is
one
what I've mentioned before, which is wild
that
that
they're just out there
nobody
killing niggas and nobody
realizes this.
realizes it except the demon slayers. Yeah.
Right. But go ahead.
Fucking wild. Yeah, so they're a myth at this point, and it was wild because his whole family gets slaughtered, and he's like, I'm gonna go get a doctor, like put some fucking he's talking to his dead brothers and sisters, and he's telling them to put pressure. That fucked me up. That right there, where he was like, put pressure on your wound, and they're just laying there dead. I was like, fuck you, Demon Slayer. Why would you do that to
Okay,
me?
but you don't care about a baby dying in AOT.
Nah, fuck that baby, dude. I fucking
That's
hate
wild.
that baby.
You
I
just
fucking
you
hate
make
that
zero
baby
sense.
so much.
You make zero
I've
logical
never
sense.
hated a baby more.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense at all, man.
Kill them all, huh?
I just follow the heart, you
Kill
know?
them all, huh?
Yep, kill them all. Not Genya's family. That's fucked up.
Not getting his family though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are different universes, Serge. All right.
Fuck that universe. This universe is cool.
Well, the little kids are. You
Yeah,
just gotta trust. You gotta trust your heart.
I disagree. I think that I think Muichiro's backstory was rougher.
Yeah.
I think it was
I mean,
definitely rougher.
it's definitely bad enough to where I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I can't put a hole in your opinion because it was that bad.
Right.
If you were like, Mitsuri's, hers was the worst, I'd have been like, you suck,
You
dude.
might be the worst person on planet Earth.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop doing a podcast with you. You're a shit human. You're not good. No one likes you. We all talk about you when you're not around. Like, you're awful.
You're a
Yeah, and
disease
then
to
I
the
do
earth.
gotta ask before we move to the next subject. How do you feel about always getting the demons' backstories?
I love
I
it.
have mixed emotions about it.
I love it. It's a part of the show. It's just
Well, I'm aware it's a part of the show.
it's a
Thank you.
part of the show. I like it.
Yeah, because like
It's a
Kaishar,
hallmark
my
of the
son.
show.
You guys, Kaishar is my son. All right.
So you're not gonna let me finish. You're just gonna cut me off.
I was just gonna add he likes it too.
Okay, well, hurry up and get it
But
out then.
I had to tell the audience that Kaishar's my son, so they don't know, so they don't think I'm just throwing out a random name.
And
But he
he
also enjoys it. Continue.
right. Yeah. He enjoys it. I enjoy it. The
We
main
enjoy it.
reason why I enjoy it is because it's funny to me. Like it's just funny.
Really
Yeah, it's funny to see how they try to connect that morality line
try and
where
like
they try to justify
humanize the demon.
what they did in response
Interesting.
to how they lived. It's just funny. I don't
I
know.
will say the only one that was justified was it Gitaro? Is that his name?
Yeah, Gitaro and I don't know his sister's name.
Hockey, I think is her name.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, but yeah, those ones like I kind of understood a little bit.
I
Kind of
understood
understood
him.
those ones. Yeah.
Him for sure. I understand him going on a rampage.
Oh yeah.
It still doesn't
Yeah.
make
No.
up for it. You're still
No, it does
murdering
not.
a shit ton of
Yeah.
innocent people. Like if he
But
went around being a vigilante, then yeah, just shit on shitty people. But he was
fair
shitting
enough.
on everybody.
That is true. He didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah. Which I kind of ride with, which contradicts my last one.
Right.
But him I
Doesn't
ride with. He can kill anybody. If he
it?
was the one that killed his Guinea's family, I wouldn't have said shit.
Oh, he grew up like
uh,
that.
yep.
Oh,
Yep.
mm. Yeah, y'all created Hitler. It's y'all fault.
Yep, 100%. But no, I've never been a fan. I've never thought of it as funny. It is like
I think it
so when
is.
you said it was funny, that actually kind of made sense because you guys, if you've never watched, I'm sure none of you guys have ever watched anything with us in our household with like me, Blackie Chan, and our dad. But we find the weirdest shit funny and we lose our minds to it.
Right.
So that's actually not surprising that he finds their backstories funny. But with
Uh-huh.
that being said, like I don't know why. Like they're dead
It's
and
just
they're
so
only in one
dramatic.
season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel nothing for these things.
That's
Like
the yeah.
nothing.
For these things, damn.
Yeah.
You gonna call it a
Fucking
thing?
yeah. I was doing that on purpose to prove my point.
Yeah. Well,
Like
no, it's just isn't very fucking dramatic. Like, isn't that what's funny about it? That it's so dramatic. Like, it's so over the top movie oriented, right? Like,
that's funny.
uh,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that
guy
is
who's
true.
like guy with the big ass forehead. I forgot his name. He's one of the Hanegeku or whatever Hantengu.
Is
With the
that?
big ass forehead. He's the demon that we see
Oh, okay.
in
Okay.
Swordsmith
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Village.
one who gets split.
Right. And you watch his backstory and it's like he's like randomly getting verbally abused by somebody and then randomly getting accused
Yeah,
of murdering
he was
somebody he
already
actually
he was
murdered.
already a piece of shit.
Right. Like he actually
Yeah.
murdered that guy. So it was just like how over the top dramatic is this for him to be like whining and crying and you know, I don't know.
Yeah, and to his defense, I will come to his defense a little bit. When you look like that and you got a big ass ball on your forehead, no one's gonna treat you well.
Nope.
No one's gonna treat you well. So just go
No.
ahead and start doing bad shit
Might
because
as
you
well.
suck, dude.
Yeah.
And life's gonna treat you like
And he
shit
sounds
because
what's up with
you were ugly as fuck.
the demon
Easily, hands
sounding
down.
so annoying? He also
So
sounded annoying. Go ahead.
yeah, he was all whiny. His whole
Yeah.
thing was whiny.
Yeah.
With that being said, we've seen all the demons at this point, right? We've seen all the upper rank demons. We've at least seen them.
Yeah.
The Homeboy's the ugliest, not even close. And there was a goddamn
Oh, of course.
fish head
Yeah.
arm thingy
Yeah.
going on. This nigga with the bulge on his head was the ugliest demon, not even close.
Yeah, dude.
Goofy looking
Creepy.
motherfucker.
Creepy looking motherfucker, dude. Like why you
Just
got that big
nasty.
ass
Clean
ball
clean
sack
your
on your
fucking
head?
fingernails, dog. Take some pride.
Good
Like I
lord.
understand, like you were born with this shit, and there's nothing you could do about it. But take some pride, dog. Like take
Put
a
a beanie on
shower.
it or something.
Yeah, something,
Cover
dude.
that shit up. That's what I'm
Draw a
saying.
smiley face on it. Maybe
Cover
tell
that shit
people
up.
it's a fucking.
Fucking disgusting ass
I don't
forehead.
know.
Got a
I don't know, man.
disgusting ass 17 head.
And what even is that? Like, if he didn't get killed by
Dude, I think
whatever killed him,
yeah.
that shit, whatever that was, whatever that disease was definitely going to do the trick in the next couple of years.
Yeah. Dude, if I was making an anime, if I was writing it or a manga, if I was writing one, I would
Hmm.
just be like having the main character clown like 90% of the time. Like when he comes up to another enemy, like what the fuck? What's up with this nigga's head?
Why are all the bad guys in this universe like this?
And
You
then
would
you
do an
hear,
isekai,
yeah, like
where a dude's born from one universe where everybody's beautiful and a universe where
yeah,
everybody's
just
ugly.
ugly and just walking around. Ew, don't touch me. Like
Yeah, why are all these ugly
just
people
funny
around me?
shit.
Why
Yeah,
was I born here?
yeah. But yeah, his backstory, and then I don't think you got the backstory for
The fish?
Gyokko,
No, no, you don't. You don't actually. You literally just get one comment where he's like, "I make art."
which honorable mention to Gyokko. Absolutely phenomenal voice acting in sub versus
Oh,
dubbed.
yeah, I did. I
Dude,
did
the
like his.
subbed on that was
Yeah,
they
yeah,
picked the perfect person, perfect
yeah,
voice.
yeah. That's a good call. Good mention. That's a fucking
Yeah.
really good mention.
So I had to throw that out there.
And since we always do it, would you prefer this one in subbed or dubbed?
Subbed, but it wasn't too far off in dubbed.
Right, I
It
agree.
wasn't too far off. I
I
think
agree.
Muichiro was nailed in dubbed. Because
Oh,
he's
the
very
fucking.
soft spoken.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Like he looked how he sounded
yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I think this
in
one
dubbed.
I prefer subbed,
Hmm.
but I didn't mind the dubbed at all. Like if I go back
Right.
and rewatch it, I'm gonna watch it in dubbed
Of
because it's
course.
easier to watch in dubbed, obviously for us because I can't read, I can barely talk. But
I do watch some of the parts where I'll switch it. So when I did get to Gyoko and he was talking a lot, I
hmm
did switch it back to sub just to kind of get a feel, but I left it on that until it got through and then I switched it back. But it is
yeah,
just phenomenal.
yeah. But since we're kind of already brought there, which demon fight was better?
Um definitely the Hangen what's his name?
You literally said
Hantengu.
it. Hantengu.
Hantengu. So him overall was just a better fight, but it lasted so much longer. So it's kind of not fair. But I just thought that was cool in regards to overall action. Now, overall fight, if that makes sense, like
Mm-hmm.
just the levels to the fight strategy, back and
Marichiro,
forth ideology,
the Marichiro
dopeness
fight.
was the Muichiro one because I think
Yeah,
the mist shit is dope as shit. And then I also think the story
bro,
between
the
the
mist
fight,
shit, just like him kind of poofing into a mist. I don't know why, for whatever
dope.
reason, like it being different from smoke,
Uh
because they
huh.
made it look like mist, not smoke, right? But it
100%.
being like when you think of people like poofing and disappearing, you think like smoke and leaving a trail of dust behind, stuff like that. But just fucking the mist and
And it's
that
just,
shit was fucking cold.
and it's
And
like
the
the
fact that
animation is,
yeah, and the
and he's
fact
right
that
by
he
him.
when he fucking got the demon slayer mark and became more of himself,
The sun breathing mark.
the sun breathing mark, when he got
Uh,
the sun breathing mark and became more of himself, he was like,
this
"Hey,
is it. He's talking
stop
shit.
talking." Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, why are you still talking?"
Yeah.
He's like, "You're
Talking
kind of
mad shit.
annoying."
Yeah.
He's like, "You're a little bitch boy, aren't you?"
Oh, are you done yet?
Yep. He's like,
Like,
"Fuck, this is going on forever. It's like you listening to me."
yeah. Yeah. It was the ultimate, like, Goku reaches a new form and he's just
Yeah.
outmatching him and
Yep, and just
just
talking
talking
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, like when you look at it as a whole, the problem is they showed the other fight so much more because I like the way he's kind of split into multiple demons and
Yeah,
all that
there's a
shit.
lot more, and there was
So
some great moments in there
yeah,
fucking
yeah, the Marijo
throughout.
fight I personally think was the better of the fights of the two. However, the best fighting that I saw,
Right.
like not
Yeah.
the best fight, the best fighting that I saw,
Fighting. Yeah.
yeah, was Mitsuri. That shit with the whip
Dope.
and her slicing that nigga up,
Dope.
that shit was fucking clean.
Yeah, that was a dope ass idea. Dope
Yeah,
ass idea.
yeah. Like, I so there's one thing I wanted to mention that I don't like on the demon side, but I do like on the demon slayer side, right? Because when you get introduced to demon slayers, you're like, oh, they have the Nichiren swords. and
Mhm.
everyone is made custom, but
And
they're
it's
all
just
Nichiren
that
swords.
one.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, swords. And then when they introduce you to the demons, they're like, yeah, you cut off their heads, and that's how you kill them. Heads or sunlight, right?
Yeah,
It's one of those two.
a real code out.
Well, then you get up to the higher levels of the Hashiras and the Demon Slayers. It's not just as simple as a Nichiren sword. You got Genya, who's got the fucking gun, which for whatever
Nichiren
reason
powder gun.
I thought was dope.
That was dope as shit.
If you would have told me that was gonna happen before, I'd have
It
been
was
like,
dope as
"That
shit.
sounds fucking trash."
He pulled
Like,
out.
a
He
dude's
pulled
got
the
a
fucking
gun.
Toji.
Yep,
Dude's got a gun in a world full of knives.
yep.
Dude's got a
Shit
gun
was dope.
in
Shit
a
was
world
fucking dope.
full of. Yeah,
Yeah, wouldn't have thought it would have been, but it's fucking dope.
yeah,
And then like she's got the whip and everything kind of matches her personality. Like she's strong and flexible. So she has an
right.
Nichiren sword that's also kind of
But
like a whip.
yeah, the cool part about that guy was he was taking on so many different people. Like he was taking on Nezuko. He was taking on um
Genya,
Genya. Even after he
Mitsuri.
became a demon,
Yep.
he came taking on Tanjiro. Dude, the only thing I didn't like about the fight, and which is why I give just the plot of the Muichiro fight the green light over this, is just because it took them 40 million attempts to cut this nigga's head off. It was just ridiculous at a point
Dude. So
where it's
that
like,
was
come
actually
on, man.
the point I was fucking taking forever to get to.
Jesus Christ, dude. You were getting to
was
that?
yeah, yeah.
Golly. We would have
Yeah,
been here
it
all
was.
night.
Yes, we would have. Yes, we would have. But it was that I like that in the Demon Slayers, where the higher levels they have different swords, they have different styles that match their style. But with demons, it's not as simple as just cutting off the heads when you get up to the higher levels, and I
Yeah,
don't like that.
yeah.
I don't like why even bring it
No,
up,
but
dude.
to that, it's like I get it, but then they realized that they have to cut that little nigga's head off, and they
Yeah,
tried 14 times. I mean, you don't have to try that. I get the first two, but after that, leave it at the third, and then it was like a
yeah.
third, then a fourth, then a fifth, and it's like, oh my
And you know
fucking god.
what? Now that you mention it, they did also Mauricio did cut that fish nigga's head off too, and that's how he got him. The problem was getting to him
Right.
because he
No,
kept fucking disappearing in
and
the vases.
then he cuts the big form head off, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
not even him. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's fucking frustrating.
Come on.
It's fucking
That's the
frustrating.
sixth time.
Yo, the worst thing Demon Slayer ever did though was at the end of that fucking fight when this nigga booted Nezuko off of him.
Wait, what?
When Tanjiro booted Nezuko off of him
What do you
into the
mean?
sun.
No,
So at the
no,
end,
Nezuko booted him. I think that's what you
oh
meant to say.
yeah.
Nezuko booted him
Nezuko booted
off of
him.
her.
Yep. When that shit happened,
Shh, did you cry? Be
I was
honest.
fucked up because they stopped it.
Did you cry?
Yes,
Oh man.
yes, I cried.
And
I'm
then
a
they
crying
brought that
little
shit
bitch.
right back.
Dude, they stopped the episode there. You let me go a week. Do you know how hard it was to fucking work?
Oh, I forgot that you remember that? I
I
forgot that
did
they had stopped the
because it
episode there.
fucked me up.
Well, and I mean every
I,
single one of those
all we
episodes. Was there any episode you wanted to see less or more? I feel like every episode I wanted to see the same.
we had this conversation every episode where it's like these all episodes all need to be an hour.
But just for Demon Slayer. Just for
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer, we say
Just
that.
for Demon
Or
Slayer. Yeah.
JJK.
Yeah,
That was
JJK
it.
too. Yeah.
But Demon Slayer by far was the most for us out of any other
Yeah.
anime in
Oh
regards
yeah,
to hype.
100%. And you know, we touched on this when we did the
Crunchyroll.
anime of the year, yeah. Whereas like Demon Slayer is the only one that broke the internet out of all the animes of the year.
Yeah.
Remember how mad I
Do you-
fucking was?
How do you think that should have went? Do you think it went right? Do you think it just that's
way
how
it
they should have
ended?
done it?
The
Where
way that
she's just walking in the sun? Or do you
I
think
think
they
they
should have showed something to where something clicked and then it happened within Nezuko?
that's what I wish. I wish like cuz it's like why her?
Right, because
What's
she
so
just stood
special
up and
about
she was
her?
normal now. It was like
Yeah, because we already
both of
know
her.
she's special. We already
Right.
know. They've done enough to show us that
That
she's
she could
special. The
do
way
that.
she's regenerating, the way and she sleeps and doesn't have to eat blood and all this shit. We all know all that. But like why her? What's different? There could have been something to at least hint that they're gonna show us. But once again, Demon Slayer doesn't like to show us shit, right? They're just like, all right, take this. Here you go.
Well,
Have fun.
and then after that happened, they try to like explain some of what
They
wasn't
had
explained through the
Miss
girl's letter.
Tamayo. Miss
Yeah, Miss
Tamayo
Tamayo's letter.
fucking writing the letters.
Right, but they
Where
still
she's
didn't
like,
even
"Oh, I
really
think she's
explain shit.
special." That's all it says.
Yeah,
I
and
think she's
well, and
special.
she also said, "I think she'll be able to walk in the sun eventually," which is like, where did you get that? Where did you
Yeah.
get that?
Yeah. That
Where
tells
did
us
that come
nothing.
from? No
Oh,
one is explaining where the walking in the sun, like motherfucking Wesley Snipes, Blade,
Blade, there you go.
Daywalker. She
Yeah.
was a fucking daywalker. Where did she get
There
the
you go.
black blood from? Was she getting
That's
fucking
true.
railed by Blade? Is that what happened?
All right. Jesus
Did he give
Christ,
her
dude.
some of that black diok?
All right. Fuck. Let's not ever talk about that again. I
Why
do
not?
want to mention that at the end of this episode, homeboy Tanjiro kills what's his name? The demon with the fucking pimple on his head.
The fucking nipple on his forehead.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tanjiro kills him.
yeah. What about it?
No one cares about that anymore.
Well,
Like that was whatever,
how
dude.
dope was it that he did it with the thunder breathing?
He caught up to him with the thunder breathing, but he
Only thing I didn't
sliced
like
him
to that.
with he sliced
Oh
him
well, of
with
course,
the
with the
fucking
Hinokami
sun breathing.
Kagura, yeah.
Yep.
But the only thing I didn't like to that was that all he did was needed Zenitsu to randomly tell him at one time he just needs to focus all of his shit in his body, and then now
I
he
think
magically understands how to do
so.
it. That's
So
some
they always
bullshit.
say, all right. So they always say show not tell when you're like telling a story and stuff like that. They always say show don't tell, right? I'm sure you heard that as a kid growing up when you're writing stories and stuff. Show don't tell. They didn't they don't do a good job of that sometimes, and this is one of those situations where they didn't show any of that at all during training. They didn't show him practicing it. They didn't show anything. What they did is they told us like he's like, oh yeah, and then they do a flashback where he's telling Tanjiro, and then we saw him trying it once in training, and then we see him doing it. We're like, what the fuck, man? We did all this training. You guys are so good at showing the training. Why are we doing this? Why? Why?
Yeah,
Why, Blackie? Why?
no, but I did know that the second his sword was black, I thought that he was gonna be able to do other
Well,
forms.
they said it. They said it. That I actually
When?
picked up on.
When did they say it?
Um, I can't remember who exactly said it, but one of the Hashira was like, "Oh, I don't know any notable swordsmen
That's
who
Rengoku.
had a." It was Rengoku
But he didn't
who
say
is
that.
like they can't master any style, is what he said.
Right.
And I was like, okay, so he's gonna learn a whole bunch of fucking styles. Like it
But
was,
that's
they've
not
said
him
that.
saying that.
He literally said that phrase.
No, he didn't say that he can use multiple
No,
forms of
no, no, no,
breathing.
no, no, no. No, he said they don't master. He's like, oh, anybody with a black sword has never been able to master any style.
Right.
And so when I
How,
heard him say
but
that, I was like, oh,
but
so he's gonna learn a whole bunch of different styles.
but that's
Like,
that's not what he had said though. You're making that off of what he had said. You're not hearing that as what he said, if that
no,
makes
what
sense.
he said
Right.
was,
But you told
I've
me
never heard anybody master. I'm
and
trying to I'm trying to show the difference. What he
right.
said was, I've never heard of anybody mastering that. What I took that as is,
Right.
oh, he's gonna learn a whole bunch of styles.
Right,
So
but
what
when
I'm
I
saying is,
said, "Oh, I
right,
saw the
yeah,
black
yeah, yeah,
sword," you
yeah,
had then said they had
yes.
already said he's gonna master
That's why
multiple
I
or
just
use
clarified
multiple.
because I thought maybe more people who are listening might have.
Oh, so you're saying that for the audience?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
that last time I
Yeah.
was saying it for the audience. You figured it out. I figured it out. I was saying it for the audience in case they were confused.
Yeah,
But yeah,
because the show
I
itself
figured he was
hasn't
gonna.
said that he was gonna
No,
use
no, it has not. Yeah,
multiple forms. So
yeah,
there it hasn't done the greatest job of all time in regards to hiding all the secrets. Because again, you know that guy's his reincarnate. You know that, um,
hmm
Tanjiro's obviously gonna have to get to that level to take on Muzan. There's
yeah.
not it's not a mystery in
Right,
general. Now it's just
right.
gonna
We
be a
we
matter
have
of
we have the
getting to it.
template.
Right.
Yeah, we know what's gonna kind of happen eventually.
Whereas a show like Jujutsu Kaisen does
Yeah.
a great job of not explaining
But
shit.
yep. But
Like
I will
shit.
mention, like I said before, like he killed that nigga. He killed that demon. I'm gonna let you know right now. I gave 0 fucks when he killed him. I gave 0 fucks. I thought Nezuko was dead.
Mhm.
I gave 0 fucks about that dead demon.
That would have
I
ruined the
was
show, though.
fucked
You
up from
really thought she was
Nezuko.
dead?
I really thought she was dead.
Would fuck
I
up the
was
whole
like,
show.
I agree. That's why I was like, I'm never watching it again. I was like, I guess I just finished Demon Slayer. I guess I just got to the end of Demon Slayer. I'm done with it. And then
Game
she comes out,
over.
"Good morning.
Hi,
Good morning."
Tanjiro.
And they're like, "Oh, she can talk." I was like, "Really?" Because it sounds like she can only say good morning at this point.
Yeah,
I was like,
she did
"Okay."
not
She
have
went
many
from
words.
muttering and mumbling to saying one phrase. Like that
Yeah,
doesn't mean she can talk. I mean, she knows one phrase.
yeah,
Good morning. Like, get the fuck out of here. So,
right.
what are your overall thoughts on the season? What are your expectations for the training arc?
Overall thoughts is it was needed. It needed like a cool down period, but the coolest part was that they got away from the trio. So they got away from the Zenitsu
Yeah,
and
Inosuke
Inosuke, and you didn't see Inosuke at all, and then
at all.
you only saw Zenitsu in pockets. So it'll be very cool to see them come back in the Hashira training arc. Hopefully,
Yeah,
um, you would think they would at least be there. They may not be training as well to be Hashira, but that'll be cool. But I thought it was cool to write this story without them being
I
there.
agree. It was I think it was
This arc,
important.
yeah,
I think it was important to have an arc in here without them and to
yeah,
kind of show
show
like,
that
hey,
Tanjiro's,
they still have a job. Like they still got shit they got to do. Like that made it, you know what I mean? Like it
right,
added to it.
yeah,
And I don't think I'd be able to explain it out in words, but it definitely added to the story as a whole with them having to split up.
right.
And so I do think that was cool. I thought this so personally this was my favorite season. I think I've mentioned this before. I don't think it was the best fight. I still think
Oh,
the
that Ting and
entertainment district fight,
Gyutaro fight was disgusting.
dude, fucking insane. This wasn't as good as that fight. I
He
still
does.
think
I
that
don't
was the
think he
best
gets
fight.
as much credit
But I enjoyed this season more as a whole. I enjoyed the whole
as the
season.
story.
Yeah, I enjoyed the whole season more than I did the entertainment district, but I don't think there was any fight better than that one.
Yeah, I think
If Rengoku was in either of these two seasons, both of these seasons would have been so much better. That's all I'm saying.
okay.
All the
All
fights
right.
would have been better too.
Whatever, dude. Um.
I think so. My
Anyway,
predictions for the Hashira training
motherfucker,
arc.
let me respond to what you said first before
Okay,
we move to
respond,
that.
respond.
Um. So you like it more as a plot,
Yeah,
and now I forgot what I was gonna respond to it
I
as
you
because you
thought I was
keep
gonna
on
hop in
fucking
and
cutting me
interrupt you.
off.
You thought I was gonna interrupt you
No,
again.
I
I
had
felt
already
it.
lost
I
it. I had
felt
already
it.
lost it.
Okay. All right.
Um.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
But
keep it
yeah, I
moving now,
thought
because I can't respond to shit you say.
okay, fair enough. But I thought that I think that in the training arc, I think Rengoku's coming back to life.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
they're gonna use the Dragon Balls
Hmm.
to wish him back to life. And we're gonna get Rengoku part 2, baby. He's
Nice.
coming back, y'all.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
gonna use the demons. Go ahead.
yeah, my actual hopes is that they bring
My
back
actual
the
hopes.
um Earl Kodaki and Gramps, and then I hope that they also
And
do
they
some
help.
flashbacks to old Hashira, current Hashira, in regards to how they became Hashira. Maybe I don't
Hmm.
know. Just I want to get some of the old school fights in there
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, remember guys, we haven't read any of the manga. We haven't watched anything on the future. So this is like true speculation. Speculation.
Speculation. Yeah, and I also hope that Nezuko uses her blood to heal the main guy because he's still dying from that fucking disease. And we've seen Nezuko heal poison before. Why isn't
Yeah,
she doing anything?
that's a good fucking
We're
point.
just gonna
I didn't
watch
even
him
think of
die.
that.
We're just
We're
gonna
just
watch
gonna
him
watch him.
die.
Like no one else is gonna die.
No one
It's
else
just
sees this.
Rengoku and the Master.
Ain't nobody jumping me.
But yeah, so my genuine real prediction is I don't think that they actually want to make them Hashiras yet. I think that they're planning something. I don't know what, but I think we're gonna see a lot of the demon slayers coming in for the Hashira training. And I think all the Hashira are gonna kind of lead the training, and they're gonna bring back the old ones that are still alive to like help support and help train.
Hmm.
But I think they're gonna do almost like a camp, like a boot camp. They're gonna bring in all the demon slayers and get ready for something big.
Yeah, I wonder how many different other forms Tanjiro's gonna learn in this.
That's good. I didn't think of that. Yeah,
Like
that'd be cool to
he
see.
already figured out he thunder. So
Yep.
for him to not tell anyone, because no one knows that he really figured that
Yeah,
out
and
without except for Genya.
him doing that actually makes so much sense because in what was it, the entertainment district, in that arc, he learns that he's like, hey, water is better for defense than it is for offense. So I'll use
Water
the
breathing
sun
for
breathing
defense.
for I'll use sun breathing for attacking, and I'll use water breathing for defense, right? And in this one, in the Swordsmith Village arc, he realizes like I gotta catch up. Obviously, thunder breathing is gonna be speed, and I'm gonna use that to catch up.
Yeah.
And so it is cool how he's kind of slowly figuring it out. And in the show, they mention a couple times that his battle senses are fucking sharp.
Yeah. Well, and clearly thunder breathing is gonna be good for like, getting to that ass.
Yeah, and I know that's your shit. Like,
Yeah.
are you
No,
still
I
riding
was
with thunder breathing?
of course. Yeah, thunder breathing was my favorite just from the get. Just because speed is just incredible to see.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because
and
you've never been fast. So I get
and
it.
no, it's just when you're so fast and you see everyone behind you, it's nothing's better. Okay?
Oh,
Nothing's better.
okay. All right.
But
I got you.
yeah, no, it'll be cool to see how Zenitsu helps him out with the thunder breathing from here. But,
Right.
again, mainly it'll be cool to see if he learns any other
Yeah.
ones.
All right. Let's go ahead and land that plane.
Yeah. Episode 33, I think this is.
Yes,
We're
sir.
600 subs up.
Yes, sir. We
Thank you
appreciate
guys.
every single one
Appreciate
of
you
you
for that.
guys.
All
Yep.
600. Anyone who comments, we're getting way more comments left and right. We
Yep.
love it.
Yeah, you
Keep them
guys don't
coming.
love it. You guys
keep,
don't love it. We love
keep, keep it coming.
it.
We get it. You don't like
Yep,
us. We get it.
we
But
understand.
like,
Hey,
subscribe.
comment below. Sorry, I was gonna
Yeah.
cut you off there and be like, a real friend tells a friend.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
forget. Yep. Make sure
Yeah.
you guys share. If you know someone who's gonna like our shit, make sure you throw us out there to them. A real friend tells a friend. And if you
And
don't tell your friends, you're not a real person.
yeah, and also comment what you would want us to cover too, because
Yeah,
we are going to get to
absolutely.
more general pods, but we also still want to keep that like specific coverage. So if you have an
Yeah,
anime
absolutely.
that you guys think we should watch that we haven't covered yet, comment below.
Yeah. Thanks again, guys. 600 subs.
Holy shit, man!
Yeah. Thanks
600.
again, guys.
You couldn't even
600
get it.
subscribers. And we are at the end of it.
Oh
So this is the
lordy,
comedy Hashira.
Blackie Chan.
We out.
We out.